Hey, Chapel here. This is a video discussing how good Crown Prince is in Gunfire. I'm going to preface this by saying this game doesn't have bad characters. All of them are easily capable of getting god builds that steamroll any difficulty. Despite this, however, they all have their strengths and weaknesses. So starting with Crown Prince. He's the starting character in Gunfire Reborn that works as a consistent all-rounder that can have great damage and moderate defense without any need really from scrolls and ascensions. The game doesn't emphasize enough that you really should be using elemental weapons at all times on this character. Outside of having many ascensions that scale with elemental damage, you also have the best secondary skill in the game that guarantees the corrosive element as area of effect. This is incredibly powerful. Not only does it slow all enemies, but also contributes to both combustion and miasma when combined with the fire and lightning elements. Despite recently being nerfed, elemental fusions remain some of the strongest forms of damage in the game. Because of this, Crown Prince's builds are very diverse. As long as you have either lightning or fire, you can use the elemental shared Gemini to be applying all elements at once. The only variation you need to make is putting higher priority on ascensions such as Pyro Dominance and Energy Blade when using harder hitting weapons, or higher priority on Wildfire when using high rate of fire weapons instead. At least 1 point in Hex Smoke should be taken in all situations. So in summary, what are the strengths and weaknesses of this character? Like I say, Crown Prince is an all-rounder. With his orbs and grenades, he offers great utility, better than anyone else in the game by a significant margin. Despite recent nerfs to elemental effects, he remains incredibly strong and consistent. The only aspect where he can fall behind the rest of the cast can be in the late game. Miasma falls off a lot towards the end of the run, with some enemies it's completely useless against. His damage scaling in general doesn't tend to keep up with other characters, and this deficit only becomes amplified in reincarnation difficulty, with other characters having far more overpowered blessings. His main strength lies in his early game, where right off the bat he deals great damage and has decent defense from the talent tree. That's all. Thanks for watching. If there's any characters in particular you'd like to see me cover next, comment down below. I'll see ya.